Peter stands amongst enemies also. He is warming himself by the fire. The narrative cuts back and forth with sharp contrast. It is as if John has created a dramatic contrast where Jesus stands up to those who question him and denies nothing, while Peter cowers before those who question him and denies everything. Jesus stands firm under false and aggressive accusations, and Peter collapses under casual questioning. How can we explain Peter's denial of Jesus? Let me give you some points. Peter, let's give him credit, Let's not fall already accusing him. He was there because he bravely followed Jesus when everyone else have scattered. Only him and John. Plus, his courage in trailing right behind arresting soldiers. That is deep and loving devotion. Now, because of that exposed him to this trial also. James Montgomery Boyce speaks of this as, this is not no miserable specimen chosen from among the ranks of Christ's worst followers. This is the best. Yet, it is precisely this one who falls. Not only dreadfully, but speedily and with slight provocation. What led Peter to deny his master so quickly? We must begin with Peter's overconfidence. And overconfidence Jesus had already tenderly confronted in the upper room. Will you lay down your life for me? That's on John chapter 13. It is a sobering reminder for us to not treat lightly the trials we have not faced yet. Peter misjudged the depth of his own weakness. He overestimated his courage and underestimated the power of fear. And in doing so, he changed his trust. From resting in God's sustaining grace to relying on his own resolve. Jesus had already brought a sobering correction to them earlier that night. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Jesus meant it. It was a call to abide. It was a call to depend, to draw strength not from self-confidence, but from a soul-deep communion with him. Just think about it. A servant girl who recognized him and asked, is he also of his disciples? Peter's answer is, I am not. This is striking because moments ago, Peter was willing to the point to cut the ear of a soldier. And a young servant girl draws from him the words, I am not. So it is not a demonstration of power. Because while that is happening, Jesus declares, I am. The divine name stands firm. Human courage collapses. Fear does that. Pressure does that. Proximity to danger does that. Peter is standing with them. He is sharing the comfort of the enemies on the fire. He is blending in. And slowly, tragically, denial becomes easier. Not once, but 3 times. And he says, I am not. 3 times. Even the third time, they point a relative of the man whose ear was cut, identifying him. Didn't I see you in the garden with him? This is not a casual question. This is personal. This is specific. This is dangerous. It is meant to make clear that Peter's denial was more acute. When the rooster crows, at that moment, heaven marked the moment. The man who swore undying loyalty has now denied Jesus 3 times. The brave follower has become a fearful survivor. Jesus is questioned 3 times, and each time he answers, I am. And Peter is questioned 3 times, and he answers, I am not. The faithful son stands unashamed before the world and declares his identity. And the fearful disciples retracts and deny his own. Jesus says, I am, so that Peter and sinners like us might never again have to say, I am not. Our hope does not rest in our confession, but in his confession. Our security does not rest in our courage, but in his obedience and his consistency. Where Peter failed, Jesus remained faithful. And in that faithfulness, we are forgiven. We are restored. We are sent to the world to live in it and not be tempted by it and to resist the dangers that the world brings to us.